Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Keto with Sammy. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I have an awesome dessert recipe for y'all. So a lot of y'all have joined along on my dairy-free challenge, and maybe some of y'all are having a sweet tooth just like I am. So I thought today I'll show y'all a little easy recipe to make that is dairy-free and keto approved. Today we are going to be making this keto lemon bread with an icing on top, you guys. It's summer. I wanted something fresh, but something sweet as well. So I really hope y'all enjoy this recipe. Let's get straight into this video. Alright guys, so to get started with our keto lemon loaf of bread, you're going to want a good sized bowl because we're going to go ahead and mix all our ingredients together. So for our base, for our flour base, we are going to be going in with some almond flour. This is my absolute favorite flour to use for most of my desserts and recipes, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go in with 2 cups of our almond flour. We're going to go ahead and add it to our bowl. We're going to go ahead and measure this out. The good thing about this recipe is all the ingredients just go straight into one bowl, so you don't need anything extra. Nice and leveled, and we're gonna go ahead and add it to our bowl. So we got 2 cups of almond flour. All right, next we need a little sweetness. So you can go in with any brand of granular sweeteners. Sometimes I go in with Swerve or Pure, but I went ahead and had this stevia granular sweetener on hand. We're just gonna go in with 1/3 cup. Just make sure it is granular sweetener, okay? So 1/3 cup going in with 2 cups of almond flour. All right, we need a little baking powder, so we're gonna go in with some baking powder. Not baking soda. Sometimes people get those confused. We're going in with baking powder. And we're only gonna need 1 tablespoon of baking powder. All right, we just need a little plain salt. You're just gonna go in with 1/2 teaspoon of some salt. All right, one of our main ingredients to make this loaf bread dairy-free, you're going to want to go in with some unsweetened coconut cream, you guys. So you can find this at Walmart. I got this one at Walmart, H-E-B, wherever your local grocery store is. You can go ahead and search up, what aisle was it in? I can't remember what aisle it was in. I think it was more of by like the little soups, like the Korean type soups and things like that. You may be able to find it in the baking aisle, but make sure it is unsweetened because they do have regular coconut cream, and trust me, regular coconut cream has tons of sugar. I looked at the label and it has 16 grams of sugar for regular coconut cream, so make sure it is unsweetened. This one's by Thai Kitchen. This is probably the best one that you're gonna find. It has less than 1 carb, you guys, less than 1 gram of sugar, and it's just all around awesome, okay? And this is going to make our loaf bread dairy free. Now, if you were just making a regular keto loaf bread, you didn't really want to make it dairy free, you didn't care to make it dairy free, then you can definitely substitute this for some plain Greek yogurt that's keto approved, and you can go ahead and go in with that, okay? But today, to make this dairy free, we are going in with this coconut cream. You want to give it a good shake and make sure it's all shook up. You don't want to pour it and then it's like separated, so we're giving it a good shake. All right, let's go ahead and open this up, and we're just going to go in with 2/3 cups of this. All right, we got our measurement cup, 2/3 cup. We're going to go ahead and mix it in with the almond flour, baking powder, and our sweetener. All right, 2/3 cup. Next ingredient, I have 3 large eggs that we're going to go ahead and crack in. Okay, next, of course, we gotta give this bread loaf that lemon flavor that we are looking for. So we're gonna go in with the zest of a lemon, and then you're also gonna go in with some lemon juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze a lemon into my bowl and get all the juice out. And you're only gonna need 1/4 cup of the lemon juice. If you like extra lemon flavor, you can probably go in with a little bit more zest, and it's gonna give it that extra lemon flavor. But trust me, 1/4 cup would do. So we're gonna go ahead and measure this out and add it with our eggs and everything else. Okay, so 1 whole lemon will do for 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Just about. Then for the lemon zest, you're going a little zester and just take the peel of your lemon. You're only gonna need about 1 tablespoon. Again, if you want extra, go ahead and add extra. You're just going to go ahead and zest it all in. And this is going to give it really good lemon flavor on top of that lemon juice. All right, and so far we have all our ingredients into our bowl. Now you're just gonna go ahead and give it a good mix, either with a little whisk, a spatula, whatever you like, and just give it a good mix until everything is well combined. If you need to, go ahead and get a spatula and you're gonna scrape down your edges just to make sure you get everything. Okay, when you're done mixing your batter, this is what it should look like. This is the consistency you want, not too runny, but not too thick. So let's go ahead and bring out our loaf pan. Okay, I have my loaf pan and I went ahead and lined it with a piece of parchment paper, okay? This is to ensure that nothing sticks to the pan. If you have a really good pan, nothing sticks to it, or you want to spray it down really good, you could do that, but I recommend just to cut a piece of parchment paper the shape of your loaf pan. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and carefully pour in our batter. I try to do it slowly so the piece of parchment paper doesn't move too much. All right, guys, I got my batter poured. Now you're just gonna go ahead and evenly dispute it. Just make sure it's nice and smooth in your pan. You can go ahead and like just drop it a few times, move it around. All right, and it should look something like this. Now we're gonna go ahead and pop this in the oven. I have my oven preheating to 325 degrees. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pop our loaf in the oven at 325 for 50 minutes, and we'll be back shortly. All right, our loaf bread is done baking in the oven. Look at that beautiful dairy-free lemon loaf bread, you guys. Look at that, keto approved. It smells amazing. I cannot wait to dig into this. Okay, so we have to let it completely cool down before we do anything, because if you just cut right into it while it's super hot, it's just gonna fall apart. So we're gonna go ahead and leave it here to cool down before we pull it out. But don't go anywhere. We are going to make an amazing lemon icing for the top as well. So stay tuned. Okay, my bread is almost completely cooled down, but to let it cool down a little bit longer, I'm gonna go ahead and pop it out from the pan. And this is the way it's looking. That looks really good, you guys. Look at that, okay? I'm just gonna let it cool down a little bit longer, and while this is cooling down, we're gonna go ahead and make the frosting to put on top. Okay, so for the frosting, we're gonna go ahead and take a bowl. And for our sugar replacement, we are going to be using Swerve's confectioner sugar. So this is the powdered kind. You can find this at Walmart, H-E-B, whatever grocery store you shop at in the baking aisle. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 tablespoons to my bowl. Then we're gonna go ahead and squeeze half a lemon into our confectioner sugar. All right, then you're just gonna take a little whisk and mix it up. All right, and this is gonna be our little glaze topping. All right, and it should look something like this, nice and smooth. If you wanna double it, if you like extra icing, you can definitely do that as well. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pour my icing over my loaf, and then we'll evenly spread it out. Oh, that looks so good. All right, I'm just gonna spread it evenly. Like I said, we're putting a thin layer of icing, but if you want extra, you can definitely do that. And just make sure I get all the corners. I think that's a pretty good amount of icing. All right, and I kind of just let it sit on it for just a couple minutes so it can harden just a bit, and then we'll cut right into the loaf, you guys. But look at this. Woo, doesn't that look so good? And no dairy for the challenge, because I know some of y'all probably had a sweet tooth just like I do, and I think this is perfect for the summer. All right, I went ahead and let my icing harden some. Now you just go ahead and slice it up. I have a little bread knife right here, and we're just gonna evenly cut slices so I can show you what the inside looks like. This looks so good, you guys. I go ahead and I just drop down the knife. You don't want to wiggle it too much. You don't want your bread to fall apart. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on a plate, but let me show y'all what the inside looks like. This is the corner piece. Let's get a middle piece. Look at that. That looks so good. We got that icing on top. The bread is nicely cooked through. It's very spongy and soft. I cannot wait to dig into this, you guys. If y'all happen to make it this summer, definitely tag me in y'all's pictures on Facebook or Instagram. I would love to see y'all enjoying it, or come back to this video and comment down below how you liked it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dig in and give this bread a try. Dairy-free, keto-approved lemon bread, you guys, with a great icing on top, all right? Oh, it's so soft. It just melts in your mouth. Let me show y'all. Look at this. It's so spongy, so soft. Great lemon flavor. That icing just sets it off, I promise. But it does have a cooling effect, because I know a lot of y'all ask. It is confectioner sugar, especially with the lemon flavor. It's going to have that cooling effect, but I think it pairs well with the bread, especially when the bread is just slightly warm still, and then you get that slight cool effect. It's so good. Y'all didn't make this for this dairy-free challenge. Alright guys, but I really hope y'all enjoyed this dairy-free recipe for the challenge. Hopefully it cures y'all sweet tooth. Remember, if you happen to make it, let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.